What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, the internet streets are a buzz. Like, all of my favorite content creators have been talking about Kenya Moore. So, y'all know I had to get everything together so that I could come and give y'all my 2 cents on the situation. So, Kenya went on Tamron Hall and she explained what happened between her and Brit Edy, which eventually led to her dismissal from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But we're going to listen and then I will give my commentary at the end.
Simply, I mind my business and I don't start anything, I respond. So during this taping, the young lady escalated it to the point of tearing off mics, screaming all kind of obscenities at me and threatening me. I felt threatened.
So let me pause here because I have to be fair to this person, Brit Edy. She has nothing on her Instagram about this. I've never met her.
It's been deleted.
There's nothing on her Instagram about this.
Yes.
We reached out. She did not respond to her. And I actually don't want to litigate her actions because I do believe people don't get to respond. To pick how you respond.
They do not get to choose how you respond.
But you have to be accountable for how you respond.
100%.
So whatever, which I have no tape of, I don't know what happened. You've explained to the audience that there was some escalation and some things that went on there. But going to your reaction to it, so you're alleging this thing happened between you, the two of us. You think her behavior or alleged behavior was because she wanted to make a name for herself on the show. Okay, I don't know any of that.
Right.
Take me to the salon because I'm all proud because you have a new salon. You're opening this new business, and no one is talking about you opening their business. They are reports that you had.
It overshadowed it.
You overshadowed it.
Yes.
This is what happened. They were saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So from that night where all of this stuff happened and there were threats in my direction, and I felt very concerned. I told the producers, I'm concerned, I'm scared. And I kind of feel like they said, oh, we'll take care of it. And it didn't feel like it was taken care of. They actually made me feel like I was being like a Black Karen. Like, here Kenya goes again. Nothing really happened. They were joking or something. I don't take threats or the way that I felt. You can't invalidate my feelings. And it was a real concern.
Okay, so let me pause right there. I feel like what she's saying here is valid. So if she felt like her life was being threatened, which is essentially what she said, right? She came out when this all happened way back, and she said that she thought, or the Brit had told her, that she was going to come see her with a pow pow, allegedly. And then Brit, said that she never said that. They've gone back and forth. But my thing is, if she, went to the producers, and she felt like nothing was happening or was getting done, then at that point that becomes an issue with Bravo. Like, that becomes an issue where you kick it up past the producers, in my opinion. Like, I think she said that she's been talking back and forth with Andy recently. Like, I would have told Andy if they had that type of established relationship or some type of executive, or have gone to HR. Does Bravo listen? If Bravo does have an HR department, which I'm sure that they have, or I hope that they have, I'm sure that whoever that HR person is busy, because Bravo stays in some mess with the housewives. But in all seriousness, that's the person that you should go to, because their job, their responsibility is to keep their talent safe. So if she felt unsafe, if she felt like her life was in danger, then the responsibility is, and she told the producers, then that's not her responsibility. Like, she should have held their feet to the fire, not took it into her own hands. But let's continue.
my feelings. And it was a real concern for me. I'm a single mom with a beautiful child that if anything happened to me, no one would be there for her.
So you felt threatened by some actions that happened?
Yes. And she repeatedly said, or it was said, that you don't know who I am. So I didn't feel like I was being protected, and I took matters into my own hands. I did my research on her. I found a lot of information, especially in the, explicit world, with a few clicks, with people helping me. I didn't get things sent to me, photos or videos that I did see, allegedly that were her. And I said, okay, if no one else is going to step up for me and protect me, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to tell everyone what I found out about her. It's a receipt. And before I joined Housewives of any franchise, 5 years in, we made up the term receipts, right? Yeah. If you find dirt on someone or somebody is messing with you, you come back with what? A receipt. I found a valid receipt found on the internet.
So you knew that Bravo was recording your
Yes, it was during a taping. Everyone signed waivers. It was during a taping. I didn't stand out on the corner, posting anything. It was during a taping. And we know, even with nudity that has happened on the show, they blur things out. So at the end of the day, I knew that they would likely blur it out because whatever it was that I found, they didn't like the receipt. It was explicit. And they didn't like, I found a lot, but I only showed one.
Okay, so at the salon, you have these images up that you say you found on your own.
I pulled them out at some point.
So they were up. At some point, you pulled them out.
That was one part of it, yes.
But they're up.
Yes.
Okay. And so you assume that they would be blurred out when this aired.
Of course they would. They can't show
because they can't show this.
Yes.
Were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person was trying to make a name for themselves, allegedly. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to have a Kenya moment doing this and it backfired?
I don't think that it's a Kenya moment. I live my truth. You've seen
you're
me.
The shade assassin.
I'm a shade assassin, but my moment is my life. Right. You know what I mean?
Okay, so that was shady from Tamron, by the way, calling Kenya the shade assassin. But no, that's her nickname, and I get that. I just feel that I wish, and I know that she does too, that she wishes that she would have handled things differently because the responsibility was not on her. And once she decided to do that, that was more than just a receipt, though. A receipt would be, dragging her outfit or, saying that she, just words, not necessarily explicit pictures in my mind. Having dirt on somebody and then doing, revenge pee is two completely different things. But I will say that I appreciate the fact that, she is doing introspection and she is taking what she says accountability in this last clip that I'm going to play for you guys on the Tamron Hall Show.
Listen, in hindsight is always 50-50. If I could do it all over again, I believe the photos were very distasteful, and I elevated the situation. I've elevated situations before, and I've taken full accountability for the things that I've done. I am sorry for what I've done. I didn't have to take it that far. But when I felt threatened, I've never had a child and be in a situation like this before. So that's why I escalated it to the point where I was protecting not only myself, but my child.
Well, that's heartbreaking, right? I don't think that her child had anything to do with it. I feel like she wanted revenge. I'm just, being honest. But yeah, I don't know why she would bring her baby into it. I guess because, Kenya's always had issues with her mother. She said that she never felt protected, by her mother. She was essentially estranged, right, from her mom. So that's perhaps her rationale and her thinking. But I will say I appreciate her taking accountability, right? Because when it came out, she was using semantics and saying, well, I've never released private information, and just kind of dancing around the issue since the pictures could be found on the internet. But that's semantics. It wasn't worth losing her job over, in my opinion. Which again, she said hindsight is, well, Kenya, hindsight is 2020, not 50-50, but I know what she meant. But you always can see things clearly after you've made the mistake, right? And we all make mistakes, we're human. The only thing I will say is I am so surprised that she chose to do this at her own event, her own spa opening. She said that she felt that the Bravo producers were essentially overshadowing her opening. Girl, that is not the publicity that you want. Like, you do not want your own business, your salon, a place of, wholeness and holistic healing and wellness and, hair care, skincare, a spa, right? You're supposed to be going there to relax, associated with revenge pictures and, receipt and drama and dirt and all that stuff. I mean, you can, of course, talk with your hairstylist, but not drag another woman through essentially a humiliation, tactic in front of your own business. In my opinion, I was really surprised. But I said that when this all initially came out. But anyway, I'm really glad to see, that was growth in Kenya's part. She can take accountability, responsibility for it. Now, listen, if they brought Phaedra back after Phaedra, accused Candy of what she accused her of, then in my opinion, I feel like they should bring Kenya back, especially since she said that she's been in talks with Andy and she wasn't protected by the producers when she initially told them about what she perceived as to, be threats on her life. In my opinion, I feel like she could have even kicked it up to the police and at least had some paperwork, right? Instead of doing all, the whole thing with the pictures. Like, that's how you do it. Like, you handle things the legal way in the legal systems and let the court, hold Bravo accountable. Like, if I was Kenya and somebody made a threat on my life and the network didn't do what they were supposed to do, that's when I will go and lawyer up, because then that becomes a liability. Brit, if that was what is true, then that person, my coworker making a threat on my life, if Bravo and HR and all these people are dropping the ball and they're not handling business, okay, well then I have an issue with them. It no longer becomes a one-on-one issue with Brittany Edy or your coworker. Then that becomes, negligence and dereliction of duty on the network. So then you go after the network's money. That's me. That's my opinion. That would be my logical thing, because I'm definitely not about to mess up my own business. The lies you tell, trying to sully, another coworker. But anyway, I'm glad that, she's able to put this to bed, hopefully, and, take responsibility and move forward. Hope that her salon is doing well, and hope that, her and Brooklyn are doing well. Brooklyn is amazing. She's super cute, and the outfits that, her and Kenya had on were adorable. So I'm glad to see that she's on the Tamron Hall Show. But you guys, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about what she said? Do you agree with Kenya? Taking responsibility and accountability and moving forward? Or, do you think that she should be back on Real Housewives of Atlanta? I wouldn't mind seeing her come back. Like I said, especially since they brought Phaedra back. I feel like everybody gets a redemption arc and a second chance. But let me know from you your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.